Hi, this is Jen Grice again from jengrice.com. I'm a divorce and empowerment coach for women after abuse and/or adultery. I'm also the author of the book, You Can Survive Divorce, and you can find out more information about me and my ministry at jengrice.com. So I just got finished recording a video with Christina Lynn, and there'll be a link below or above for that. But we talked just briefly about, budgeting and income and that kind of thing. And I also have some posts on my blog helping you financially survive divorce. So today I thought I'd just talk a little bit more about increasing your income after divorce. This is something that I've been working on for many years. And I have seen a lot of great ideas, and I thought I would share those with you today. So first, I talked about budgeting on my blog, and I want to just recap that really quick, the 4 rules that I use to get on a budget. So I stopped living paycheck to paycheck. I've learned to roll with the punches because things come up and happen. And so I have an emergency fund set up so when my vehicle stops running, which it did recently, I have that money set aside already for those type of emergencies. And then, like Christina and I talked about, as soon as I use that money, my first goal is to replenish that account so that it's always at the same level every single month. So then, in addition to the emergency fund, and I talk about my book about paying ahead, but I age my money, which is a term that YNAB uses, youneedabudget.com. And what that means is that I use old money. I use money that came in to my possession a month or 2 or 3 months ago. So I'm using income that I get now is being used in the future a couple of months down the road. So each time I get paid, that money is distributed between bills that not are due over the next 2 weeks, but in the next 2 months, if that makes sense. And I have a, like I said, article about that on my blog. And lastly, my 4th rule for budgeting is only use a credit card if you have the cash in your account to cover it right then. So if I go to the grocery store and I use my credit card to buy groceries, that money is already set aside for groceries, and I just, because I use the YNAB system, it's easy to just move that money from the grocery category into the credit card category, and I can pay my credit card at any point after I make the purchase. So, and that also, these are things that I do that give me peace, financial peace, and financial freedom to not feel so stuck with my budget. So, and obviously we're talking about increasing your income in this video. So you really want to maximize your low resources, and having a budget is one way to do that. Another thing I did was to call all of my companies, my electric company, my phone, everything that I pay a bill to, and I asked them, what can I do to lower my bill? Even my life insurance, I called them, I called everybody. And a lot of them said if I set up, automatic pay, if I have the money come out of my checking account every month, I don't have to do anything. They just transfer the money every month, the balance, or, what to do on, say, the electric and gas and that kind of thing. They transfer that right over from my account to the bill to cover the bill, that I would save money, sometimes up to $20 a month that I've saved. And that may seem stressful to you. And it, a year ago, 2 years ago or more, that would have been stressful to me too, because I would have thought, I won't be sure if I have the money on that day every single month. I mean, I probably did, but, I just wasn't so sure. What if something happened? What if something came up? And that's why I talk about my budgeting rules, because once I've taken care of those budgeting rules, I've stopped living paycheck to paycheck, I aged my money, and I have that emergency fund, then I don't worry anymore if I can afford to pay, the electric bill or the gas bill or the phone bill or the life insurance. I know it's already taken care of because I've already planned for that. I know it's going to be due in 2 months and I have taken care of it. The bill that's due this month was taken care of 2 months ago. It was already paid. It was already enough money was put in there to cover it. Now you may say, well, I don't know how much my electric bill is going to be, and I don't know how much my gas bill is going to be. And I understand. I know how much I paid last year. And even though I moved last year, I know my house was bigger last year than it is this year. And I kind of guesstimate and add maybe a couple dollars more to make sure that it's covered. So, I'm in Michigan and we have winters and it's always colder and the gas, is always higher in those months. And so I just plan for that. I know that, it's not going to be a low bill like it was in the summer. It's going to be a higher bill, so I need to put more money in there. It's just about knowing what your expenses are and then planning a little extra. And then when the electric company takes my money right out of my checking account, I know it's already covered. So next thing is always be aware of what you have. So you know how much your income is in every month, and you can look for ways to increase your income if you don't have enough. Now, I have said on my blog that many times I put down on paper my income minus our monthly expenses. There was always a negative, and God has always provided in those times. But I was always looking for ways to increase the income as well. So it wasn't like I was just giving up and saying, well, I don't have enough money, I can't pay all these bills. I kept an open mind, an open heart, trusted God, and let him guide me to what I needed to do to make sure those bills were always paid. And they always were. There has not been a time where a bill has been late or I've gotten shut-off notices or anything like that. So, I'm just telling you to encourage you that if I can do it, you can too. I'm not anybody special. I've just learned to survive and thrive after divorce. So you always want to spend wisely too, and be mindful that if it's like Christina and I talked about, if it's a need or if it's a want. And most importantly is that don't buy something to please your children or to buy their happiness, because that's temporary. And you probably already know this. I'm probably not telling you anything I already know. If they ask for a toy at the grocery store and you say yes, you know that the next time when you have to say no, that they're going to be upset. So don't buy hoping that was going to last them and they weren't going to ask again, because they will. They are learning about from your yeses and your nos. If your nos are, there and you're saying no to the toy, they know that, they're going to keep asking and mom's going to still say no. But that one time you say yes out of like desperation and like, fine, have the toy, they're going to bug you even more next time. So help them to learn to be disappointed, learn to earn their own money to get the toy that they want, and teach them, valuable lessons that they'll take with them in adulthood, that they can't always get what they want. They have to either work for it or wait for it, or, just learn to understand that they'll be disappointed. These are all valuable life skills. So just remember that the next time they ask for a toy. So most importantly, we're talking about ways you can make more money. So there's two things we're going to talk about, is passive income and a side hustle. And some of them, the side hustle is just that. It's something you might have to work harder for. And passive income is just something that you might have to do it once and then, keep getting money from it. There's very little work involved in, passive income. Some ideas for passive income, and some of these can go both ways, but I'll just try to keep them separate. Passive income, you can write a book, start a YouTube channel, you can rent out a room, or rent out your home, like Airbnb, especially if you're not going to be home or you can go away for a weekend. You could rent out your home. You could sell household items, and I've done this a lot, where you just sell the stuff on Facebook or other ways, have a garage sale to sell stuff that you're not using. Or you could start a business or purchase a business that's already in place that could be passive income. Or you could rent out your stuff. Some ideas for a side hustle. You could clean other people's homes. You could tutor or teach a skill if there's something that you are really good at. You could teach the skill to individuals or community members. I've heard of people teaching coupon classes and teaching knitting, teach sewing. Our homeschool community hired parents to teach classes, so stuff like that. You could just look around to see what things that you're good at and see how you could teach that in a class, either in the community to individuals or even at the college level. You could sign up and do online arbitrage, and that's a little bit of work and some research on your part, but there's a lot of great YouTube videos that instruct that kind of stuff. You could do shopping for others, driving for others. You could eat out. There's apps that you can sign up for where you make money for eating out, like a mystery shopper. They have shopping or eating out or going to the movies, and they'll pay you to do those. Caring for others or pets. My son has done that, where he has people's pets, walked their dog, and that kind of thing, took care of. We've been offered to house sit for somebody while they're away to take care of their cats. So there's all those different kind of ideas. You could do product design, or be, if you're good at designing, creating things, creating designs, you could do that, and you could sell it on Fiverr, or Redbubble's a new one I just heard about. I'm not sure how that works, but you can always look it up. You could sell products, like Christina and I talked about. You could, if there's something that you really enjoy, that you're passionate about, facial products or hair products or clothes or books or Tupperware, all those things, sign up to sell products for a company out of your home. You just want to be careful that you don't buy the products, if you don't, use all your income to buy more products, because that would kind of defeat the purpose of, you getting more money. And lastly, you could earn cash back or rebates or cash back rewards or that kind of thing, doing what you already do. I personally have a credit card that has cash back on it. I only use my credit card, like I said, when I have the money to cover it. And I get cash back when I go to the grocery store or get gas or that kind of thing. There are shopping apps. I sign up for those, and I get cash back rebates from shopping online or shopping at my local grocery store. I just submit my receipt, and it gives me cash back. Some are even attached to my shopping card, so I don't even have to do anything but do the shopping, purchase what the items that they give cash back for, and then the money accumulates, and I can turn it in for PayPal cash or Amazon gift cards and that kind of thing. Shopkick is another one that I have signed up for recently, where they just give you points when you go to the grocery store. So those kind of things, or different stores. There's search engines. You can sign up. Swagbucks is a big one, where it's a search engine and you get points, and then you turn that in for gift cards. And lastly is a couple years ago, they had openings, and they do periodically, for the Nelson ratings. And so I signed up for that, and I collect points for, like I said, same type of things, doing surveys or shopping. And then I have an app where I put in what I purchased when I went shopping, and I get points, and then I can turn that in for gift cards. And they also have drawings, cash drawings, and that kind of thing. And they also send out, because it's a part of the Nielsen ratings, they send out like different kind of surveys for cash or checks, like our listening habits. What do we listen to in the radio, and just things like that. So, and it's just extra money that you didn't plan for, and it's really just doing things that you would normally do. There may be a little bit extra effort to scan your, shopping, or scan your receipts, or fill out surveys, or click on this or that. But it's really just, little things that you have to do to get extra money. So, and to me, it's become worth it because I get that extra, money and put it towards, more groceries or whatever it is that we may need, like on Amazon. So if you have any other ideas that I've missed, feel free to leave that in the comments. I'd love to know some more ideas. I'm always out on the look for, more ideas for myself and my family. I have a teenager, so he's looking for ways to earn income himself, for his own wants, because I don't just buy him whatever he wants. I, provide what he needs, and beyond that, he needs to learn to earn some income on his own. So practice what I preach and teach it. And I think kids, will learn a lot more from this kind of thing than depending on parents just to always provide everything. So thank you for joining me. Until next time, God bless.